true and lasting happiness comes from an unshakable spirit that can shine no matter what. Thank you, Tina Turner. I came across this quote and then this photo of Tina. They really do belong together, right? Tina standing in that stance with her hands open, her chest open, her heart area open, looking up to what many of us look up to. God, Source, Heaven, Spirit, name it as you will. Tina embodied a persona, an expression that not only appears on her face, but is a full-bodied vibration expressing. There is a language communicating here, a consciousness that has no words, yet felt, understood, and communicated. Yes, one may say and think, yeah, she's posing. She's being photographed. And yes, Tina, she was an entertainer. She was and is all that and more. Let me tell you this story. Back in January of 2000, I had a wrist rocket shot in my storefront window here in Santa Rosa, Sonoma County. I and my client were finishing up around 7 p.m. in the evening when a drive-by shot a 3/4 inch BB through the shop. We hit the ground, the floor, crawled in the back, and got into the bathroom. Shaken, I was able to call 911. My insurance fella at the time showed up about 3 minutes later. The cops wandered in about 45 minutes later after the incident. I remembered immediately feeling grateful that neither of us had gotten hit. But I also recall thinking and feeling that we were a target of some kind of shooting. At that time, much of Santa Rosa downtowners were experiencing this kind of crime in reaction to the arrival of the year 2000. Let me fast forward about 2 weeks later. I found myself sitting at home in the middle of the afternoon, sipping a second glass of wine, eating lunch, and watching Oprah interview Tina Turner. I didn't know it, but I was experiencing post-traumatic stress. There they were talking about the time when Tina knew she had to, needed to, wanted to leave the abuse of Ike, but did not really know how it was going to happen. She only knew that she would be free from it, and it was up to her to take the necessary means to save her life. At that time, I started to feel pretty uncomfortable. I gave myself a look at sitting there in the middle of the afternoon, drinking wine, so unlike me. And this feeling percolated from inside, started to speak. Just about that time, I looked back at the TV, and Tina looked through the TV camera and said, Don't become victim of someone else's trauma. Startled, I stood up. I went outside. I turned back towards my house, and I saw and experienced this rainbow across the sky above my house. Without thinking, the feeling that had percolated through me during the interview named itself. It said, I am a state of being a victim. Ooh. Up until that interview between Tina and Oprah, I had not been able to identify this dull, depressed, angry feeling resulting from the wrist rocket shooting. After a number of therapeutic counseling sessions, I was free. Thank you, Tina Turner. In a mysterious and miraculous way, and in that God kind of way, Tina spoke right through the TV to me and saved me that day that I fell victim to someone else's trauma. Since that experience, and now since she has gone to the Great Spirit, I can only imagine that she, Tina Turner, has saved others via her body and music transmissions. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tina Turner. Simply my best to you in this moment. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.